Hello. In this time, I'm going to explain a little bit about a ritual. The one that I have selected is the Mass of the Child Jesus. So, for example, to explain a bit of what is this, anciently, and I think that still now, a bit less, but still now, there are a lot of people that celebrate the special masses to the child Jesus, in Spanish called Misa del Niñito Jesús, Misa del Niñito Dios. And this is organized around a specific figure that represents Jesus as a baby or a kid. So this generally is organized by communities or neighborhoods that from time to time select a different family that will become the prioste, especially or mainly the head of the family. He will become the prioste or she will become the prioste, and he or she is in charge of the figure. So to take care of it, to dress the figure, to offer a mass on his honor, to offer a party, well, not a party, a sort of celebration, we to celebrate him, and where he will offer food, drinks for all the people that came to the mass and have the faith to celebrate to the child Jesus. So, for example, in my family, there used to be a lot of these celebrations, but the time with the time this ritual has disappeared a bit. So nowadays it's just one aunt with her husband that still does it. Of course, they are traditional people, a bit old, that try to save their beliefs and maintain their traditions alive. So, for example, they keep their figure in their living room with flowers and candles of many colors. They always do a nice robe to dress the figure, and after the mass that they offer, uh, all the family and friends, well, they are already all together in the mass, and after this they are invited to this sort of celebration that I said, with food and drinks for everybody. They also usually offer a banda de pueblo, that is basically a group that plays traditional instrumental music. According to what the ritual is applied in, how the ritual is applied in my own culture. So, for example, on how the world works, this ritual goes along with the Catholicism religiousness. This is basically a symbol that God will be reciprocal with you according to the faith you have to Him and how you celebrate His existence with your family and friends. Uh, Regarding to your place in the world, I think this ritual places me as a being made out of the same image as God, places me as a loved human, being that should be grateful of what I have and that understands that my welfare is because of Him. According to how to act in the world, I think this teaches us to, or at least me, to act with kindness, because this is the main reason why the mass food, drinks, and music are offered, to be kind, nice, and gentile with my community, despite of whatever they believe on. And how to evaluate what happens in the world. Basically, this ritual indicates that we have to act with benevolence to face all the bad things that happen in the world. So if we have faith, we will be able to change what's bad in the world. Someday this will happen. Okay, so for example, I think this ritual influences in my culture because I grew up in a Catholicism environment. My mother, my grandmother, and all my aunts, and as well their respective husbands, are very religious, and we have always tried to keep our traditions alive. So, for example, the things that to offer a celebration with food, drinks, and music is forms part of what I identify as my culture, and this is also the mass that is offered in his honor, in the honor of the child Jesus, is also part of my culture. So this is actually a ritual that shows what my culture is. Okay, so this is all. Thank you and goodbye.